Well, we finally have some sort of official word whether or not Daredevil is canon to the proper MCU. This comes courtesy of the Kingpin himself. So let's talk about it. So in this video, I'm going to focus on a very simple quote that tells you everything you need to know, and it's from Vincent D'Onofrio, aka the Kingpin. And he talks about how they approach the version of the Kingpin that we see and what he was told in regards to how this character would be different and what they were doing and the time frame and everything. And D'Onofrio says, and I quote, "It was always established to me that it's after the blip," end quote. So there you go. That's all you need to know. He's combined this with a couple other interviews out there and sort of going out there and teasing more of this bigger connected Marvel universe. And again, it's very loose in terms of what you can say is canon and what isn't, and it doesn't really ultimately matter in the end. The same actor's playing the same character. It's slightly different, a slightly different version here or there, but again, time has passed. Nobody's the same as they were 5 years ago. You would hope you have your own growth as a human being and change and evolve and, learn from mistakes and all that. And that's sort of what's been one of the main parts of the MCU that's the best to explore, is how characters grow and what happens with them. Tony Stark, had he remained the same character he was in Iron Man 1 all the way to Avengers Endgame, that character would not have been beloved as he was, right? Because it's about growth, learning. This is what he's saying here. It was told to him, and the way they established this new version of the Kingpin is, it's set after the blip. Go with this. There you go. It's been years at this point, right? Who knows how long Kingpin has been doing whatever he's doing, how they're going to tackle the future of him. This is quite clearly where he was able to twist and mold Maya into who she is and start a new crime empire, if you will. Which I'm sure there will be more in regards to this soon, I would assume, because they seem to be kind of following the same pattern here with interviews and dropping pieces of info as they do with everything else, which to me is once again great. So I'm all for this. It's awesome. It establishes a sort of timeline that we can now accept, where Daredevil takes place in the bigger world and how these pieces of different worlds on Marvel TV can sort of start to converge into the MCU proper. And knowing that everything pretty much happens before the blip and now you have this stuff after, we can kind of pick up with a somewhat clean slate and see where they are now.